All right, we already created the reversing array class, so let's start with our main method. Okay, now with the main method, we want to create our array. So we're going to create an array of strings. So we're going to call it string array names equals Sally, Ahmed, and then Zach. Okay, put our semicolon here. Boom. Now we know how to print this in forward order with a for loop, right? So we do for here, you go f, the start point equals 0, referencing the indexing system, right? We made a mistake already. You want to put int here, int f equals 0, add a semicolon, that's where it starts. Now you want to do where it ends. So f is less than, we could say 3, right? We could say that, but there's another thing we can do which saves our time, names.length. So it's the length of the array. You see how these got highlighted? It's the length of the array. So this is the same as writing less than 3. But if we had 100 values, you wouldn't sit there and count all 100 and then write 100 here. You could just simply say names.length, and there you go. End of story. So semicolon it, and then you do f plus plus for the rate by which it will increment. So there's incrementation. And then put the brace here, go to the next line, and now you want to print this out. So we do sout, and we do names of f. Okay, simple. It's going to print this in order. All right, and yeah, let's do this one. So you see Sally, Ahmed, Zach. Good. Now let's go here and let's do the reversal. So the reversal works the same exact way. You do for, and then you do int, we call it z. It's going to start at a different point now. So it's going to start at names.length minus 1. Okay. And then it's going to proceed, it's going to be z is greater than or equal to 0, because that's where it's going to end now. It's going in reverse, right? So we're going to start at the end point. So names.length minus 1 is the same as saying 2. 2 is over here, right? 0, 1, 2. The length is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. So it's telling us to start here. And now our end point is 0. So greater than equal to 0. So it's going to work that way. And we're going to go in a downwards order. We're going to minus now. Because it's 2, we're going to go to 1, and then 0. So it's minus. So the incrementation is z minus minus, okay? And then you add your brace. And what do you want to print? You want that index to print, right? So we do a print statement first, and then we type in names of z index, right? And now we run this class, and look, it printed in reverse order. So this was forwards order, that was reverse order. But just to drive the point further home, let's comment this one out, because you see it going forward and backwards. I just want to show it backwards. Comment this one out. Now you have just this one, this for loop. We go to run, reverse array. There you go, Zach, Ahmed, Sally, right? Now, let's comment this one out, and let's go into a slightly different topic, but it's pretty much the same. If you had a different array and you wanted only the even numbers from that array, right? You would do int, and then you would do, let's just say a, and equals, let's give it random numbers like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, okay? Now, let's say you only want even numbers for this, right? So in order to do that, you have to create a for loop like we did before, right? Go into the for, let's do z again, or you know what, let's do int z equals 0, and then z less than a dot length, and we're going to do z plus plus, okay? All right, we come here, and there's a mistake here. So the mistake is I didn't put a semicolon, I put a comma. And now we come here. We don't want to directly print this out because we only want even numbers, right? So we make an if condition. We say if the index divided by 2 is equal to 0, it will give you the even numbers, okay? So what you have to do is you have to say z modulus 2 is equal to 0. And then this means that if the numbers divided by 2 equal to 0, then we're going to print them out. So let's put this here, and let's do sout, and the same thing as before. We do the array name a of z, okay? Now let's print this. Let's see what happens. All right. Sorry, there's supposed to be a semicolon here. I made a mistake. There is not supposed to be some kind of bracket here. Let me erase this. There you go. It gave us 1, 3, 6, and 9, right? Which seems probably erroneous, but it should not be an issue. However, let's stop the recording here. The main thing is we reverse the array, which is what matters.